I always believed my marriage was unshakable. My wife, Sana, and I had been together for 11 years, and I thought we shared everything: our dreams, our struggles, and our plans for the future. We had a beautiful 8-year-old daughter, Ayesha, and I worked hard to provide them with the best life possible. I trusted Sana completely, which is why when she suggested a family vacation to Turkey, I agreed without hesitation. I thought it would be a chance for us to reconnect. I had no idea this trip would uncover years of betrayal, break my heart, and ultimately lead me to deliver the most brutal revenge imaginable. It started 2 weeks before the trip when Sana insisted on handling all the bookings, flights, hotels, and tours. I found it odd since I usually took care of travel plans, but I didn't think much of it. On the day of our departure, I noticed she seemed unusually excited, even more than Ayesha. She spent extra time getting ready, constantly checking her phone and smiling at messages she quickly hid from me. My gut told me something was wrong, but I ignored it. The first 2 days of the trip went smoothly, but on the third day, everything began to unravel. That morning, while Sana was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I normally respected her privacy, but something in me snapped. I picked up the phone and saw a WhatsApp message from a man saved under the name Ali Tour Guide. Can't wait to finally spend the night together. Remember the plan. My hands trembled as I scrolled up. Dozens of messages revealed that Ali wasn't a tour guide at all. He was her affair partner. They had been seeing each other for over a year, and to make it worse, he was married too. The texts showed they had been planning this trip together for months, and Sana had secretly booked him a room at the same hotel, just 2 doors away from ours. I wanted to scream, but instead I decided to play along. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I replied to Ali using Sana's phone, pretending to be her. I confirmed their meeting for that night at 9 p.m. in his room. Then I made my move. That afternoon, I hired a local private investigator through a contact I had in Istanbul. I explained the situation and handed over Sana's phone for evidence. By evening, I had a plan. At 8:30 p.m., I told Sana I was taking Ayesha down to the pool for a late swim and that she should relax. The moment she left our room at 9 p.m., I followed her discreetly with the investigator, recording everything. I watched her knock on Ali's door and step inside without hesitation. For the next 30 minutes, I stood outside, gathering enough evidence to destroy her legally and financially. Then I knocked on the door myself. The moment Sana opened it and saw me standing there with the investigator, her face drained of color. Ali panicked, trying to cover himself, but I didn't even look at him. I simply handed them both a printed copy of the hotel booking receipts, the WhatsApp conversations, and a notice stating that I was filing for divorce on grounds of adultery. I said nothing else and walked away with my daughter. When we returned to our country, I hired the best family lawyer I could find. Using the collected evidence, I filed for full custody of Ayesha and secured an emergency court hearing. During the proceedings, Sana broke down and begged me not to expose her affair publicly, claiming it was a mistake. But then came the twist that even I wasn't prepared for. During the court-mandated DNA testing, it was revealed that Ayesha wasn't biologically mine. My world shattered in an instant. I confronted Sana, and she admitted that Ali wasn't Ayesha's father either. She had been involved with another man years ago. That was the final nail in the coffin. I amended my petition, demanding compensation for emotional damages and financial fraud. The court ruled in my favor, granting me everything: our house, my savings, and legal authority over what remained of our assets. Sana was left with nothing but shame. I didn't stop there. I sent copies of the court verdict and DNA results to her family and Ali's wife. Ali's marriage collapsed, his wife took their kids, and his reputation was destroyed. Sana's own parents disowned her after finding out the full extent of her betrayal. Today, I live peacefully, rebuilding my life away from the chaos she caused. I haven't decided yet how to explain everything to Ayesha when she's older, but I know one thing: she's innocent in all of this. Sana, on the other hand, lost everything because of her lies.